Carlos, when you guys play the type of series you do against Philadelphia and then lose 3 or 4 this weekend, what for you is the biggest difference between those two series for you as a team?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that I could go here, but we just didn't play well. We didn't play well in this series against Miami. We didn't pitch well, and we didn't make plays behind our guys. We didn't help our starters pretty much. And that's what it starts for me. It's a tough series here, especially after coming against the Phillies, but we got to move on. We got a quick turnaround tomorrow, and we got to turn the page. But not a good series at all.
What are you seeing at Senga as these struggles continue to mount?
Yeah, I think a lot of the things that we've seen, the past couple of weeks or so, where he's having a hard time coming in the strike zone, a lot of non-competitive pitches, ball out of the hand, and then he's having a hard time competing in the strike zone. We saw it today. Every time he came in, they made him pay. On a slider there for a 2-run homer, they were aggressive, but he's just executing and not getting ahead enough. And when you get behind hitters, it's hard to compete at this level.
Manny.
I guess kind of a tough question, but how much longer can you afford to keep for Senga to figure it out before you kind of have to look elsewhere? Yeah,
I mean, look, we just got done with the game. We got to get him right, obviously. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some discussion what's next for him. But our job is to get him right, But it's been a struggle, It's been a struggle. And again, we'll see what's next for him.
Mind you.
Well, I mean, we've been trying to fix him for quite a bit now, whether it's the mechanics. He says he feels fine physically, but we're not seeing results, He's having, like I say, he's having a hard time competing in the strike zone. So, I know Hef and the pitching department is looking deep into a lot of different things here to try to help him and get some feedback from him. But again, we haven't been able to get there.
Jerry.
Inconsistency, not getting the complete game from all facets. How frustrating is that for you guys? It's been 2.5 months now. We're able to find that you thought you had it against Philly for a few days. Now you don't. How frustrating is this for you as a manager to not see it all come together?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not easy. Obviously, you don't want to go through stretches like this when you play well for a few games and then you don't play well for a few games. But it's a combination of a lot of different things. But it starts on the mound, our starting rotation, we got some quality starts against the Phillies, and we didn't get many of them against team like this. We're going to continue to try and put the best guys out there, but understanding that, we got few games here ahead of us that we need to find that consistency.
Dave on the left.
Carlos, with Senga, this seems like the at-bat to at-bat. There's one at-bat, he gets ahead, throws his forkball, has a great at-bat. The next one falls behind and gets hit hard. Is that what's so maddening about it, is that you can't you can't pin one thing down?
It's hard because in the first inning, there was a lot of non-competitive pitches, right? And then he gets out of it. And then he goes out that second inning, and he looks like a completely different pitcher. The fastballs got live. The forkballs got, depth. And then again, he gets in trouble, and he's kind of hanging pitches, and it's hard to describe, and that's what we're seeing from him. So, again, we got to find a way to help him.
Mark.
What happened between us and Sandy?
Yeah, I think obviously he's not trying to hit him there. It was a changeup, obviously. I guess Sandy didn't like the way Vientos reacted. Nobody likes to get hit. And, in the heat of the moment, obviously Sandy didn't like the reaction because he's not trying to hit him. And obviously Mark is frustrated because he got hit. That was all to it.
One more. Jerry.
You talked about the important stretch coming up. How concerned are you that you haven't been able to find the mix, and you've got 10 games coming up against left contenders? Yeah,
no, I mean, I'm not concerned, I know I got a good team here, and we'll get these guys back in line, I mean, I can sit here and think about what's the next 10 days going to look like. Worry about tomorrow. We got a good series against a really good team, but we're good too. We just got to clean it up and then keep going.